Hey, that actually doesn't look half bad. And it's selling super well too, holy shit. I'm starting to think we're living in the golden age of Capcom. Who the hell would have thought Inafune leaving and an engine switch would be the best thing to happen to the company? No, really, look at the past 5 years. You got Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, these ones that everyone likes that I hate, DMC 5, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter World, Devil May Cry 5. Now, more than ever, we need another Dragon's Dogma. Say what you will about the lack of enemy variety, but that game was amazing and deserved way more love than it actually got. But I'm not here to talk about a game I actually like, nor one that I want. Seriously, $60? That is a little too steep for me. Still, maybe I could find a look-alike feels-alike game. I mean, there's gotta be something out there that could... Oh, well, look what we have here. Dragon Hunter. Alright, sure, got nothing to lose. Elisa Dragon Hunter is a game that looks, whoa, that actually looks kind of impressive for a bog standard indie game. Geez, even the trailer looks pretty good. Nah, her chest just clipped through her thigh. This is garbage. Garbage if I ever saw it. Elisa Dragon Hunter is an emotional action-adventure in a dark fantasy setting. You play as a brave dragon hunter, Elisa. Wait, hold on. Is it Elisa? Or Eliza. Whatever, I'll get back to that later. I'm not even into the third sentence and already there's more red flags here than Khrushchev's Moscow. First off, you spelt action-adventure wrong. You're missing a hyphen. Second, spectacle fighter? Why is that listed as a tag? Look, I know my spectacle fighters and this ain't it. And lastly, any game that boasts emotions as a selling point is almost always hot garbage. It's there to sell you X, Y, and Z. X being the game, Y being the dedicated level of concentration you need to have while playing it to actually, enjoy it, and Z being this emotional experience that's somehow specifically tailored to you, your needs, and your interests when really all the developers can do is just provide X. The Y and Z are never for sale. They're always up to the player. It's pretentious, it's obnoxious, and I don't like it when companies do it. This is the reason why I never touch any games that are made by Quantic Dream or Deck 9 or Don't Nod or Telltale or anything by Sam Barlow. I hate that guy. Or Ninja Theory. Speaking of Ninja Theory, this game looks a lot like a budget Hellblade, a game which I didn't like, but we'll get to that. We'll get to all of this even if it kills me. Press tab to view controls? Okay. Elisa Dragon Hunter's developer and publisher was Boom Games, and a quick look at their Steam page shows a lot of shovelware titles and walking sims. That's par for the course. They seem to release stuff pretty quickly over there too, with 14 of their 18 games coming out in 2021, wow. Most of them are complete shit, but with one special exception. Even some of their games look like they were made purely to be memes, and a fair amount of them, get this, are entirely in Russian. Alright, I'm game. Alright, looks like the total package is only 3 gigabytes, whatever, no big, just install it and play it in like 10 minutes tops. Huh? Wait, what the shit? Can someone explain why my internet connection just took a total nosedive? I haven't seen these numbers since dial-up. Why do I have the lingering suspicion that this is actually Russian spyware? Whatever, I hope you like going through my hard drive, Poklinskaya. Yeah. I know you're looking at my PC. Do you really think I'd just accept the fact that you're the ambassador of Cape Verde and that they'd waste a perfectly good chief prosecutor on some tiny island nation off the coast of Africa because you voted no on a pension bill? Fine, go full Genshin Impact on my SSD, I don't care. There's 300 pages to an unfinished Paul Blart threequel in there with your name on it. I'll be back later. So I start the game and it doesn't appear for a moment? Okay, no big. This happens even to the best games. But after screwing around with the window and coming across a loading screen that looks like it was made in Little Big Planet, we get to the title screen. Oh. Texture pop in. I love this. I love how you can see every graphical setting kick in. The textures, the lighting, the shadows, the textures again, and then the post-processing. And on top of that, white text. No drop shadow, no box, no framing, just white sans serif default ass text. Come on, have a little bit of creativity. I'm gonna redo this title screen right now. Just watch me. That, what you're seeing right now, took me 15 minutes to do. I mean, it doesn't look good, it's not high art or anything, but it also doesn't look like it was made over a lunch break in Microsoft PowerPoint. I try fiddling with the settings a bit and set all the graphical stuff to Ultra. My PC is strong and can handle just about anything, including DMC5 on Ultra settings, so this ought to be a walk in the park. The audio settings are, they're just so weird. You have 5 bars to play with: Master, Music, Ambient, SFX, which I assume are sound effects, and Character, which I assume are the voices. A couple problems here. First off, the master setting doesn't work, it only kills off the ambient sound. The music is also set super quiet, so you're going to need to crank that up to 100 unless you want to be stuck listening to the sounds of the wind broken up by the occasional grunt of a 5'5" girl swinging a sword. And lastly, do not touch characters. Do not touch characters, I swear to God. I think we're good to go, so let's just play the damn game already. Time for video games. So we get into the... fuck it, let me just show you. So can someone tell me, what is this face? She looks like one of the women in the crowd from the first chapter of Duke Nukem Forever. Oh, except this is our main character, and her chest is still clipping through her leg. Animation is hard, right? Okay, so we have game, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry in advance, you're just going to have to deal with these post-processing effects. I looked through the files, because normally there's an INI or something that lets you adjust it or turn it off, but of course not. I mean, of course there isn't a way to turn them off. This is an Unreal game that was made in Europe, for Christ's sake. So I do the thing I do in every game when it starts me on a level, and that's run backwards. I hope to find something cool or funny. I'm still getting used to the controls at this point, but I do manage to break the collisions by clipping into a rock, then rolling over this mountain and dying when I touch the water. I thought I crashed the game for a second, but no, that's just how you die. The camera just hangs over you, and then boot to menu. Whatever, no big, I'm a QA tester at heart, so let's try that again. I don't manage to get to the exact same place as before, but I do manage to 127 hours my ass into this crevice and softlock the game. I shit you not, I shit you not. There is no way out of this crevice. Elisa Dragon Hunter, you are among the prestigious group of games I've managed to softlock myself in within 15 minutes of starting up. Have a cookie. I restart the game and manage to clip past the rock again, but that's not enough for me. No, I've tasted the syrup and now I want the honey. I want to clip outside of the world, goddammit. Unfortunately, I can't do that as there's a massive water tile stretched over the entirety of the map, and it is an insta-kill if you touch it, except for moments like this where you don't touch it and it still kills you. Oh shit, yeah, actual gameplay. Okay, let's do it. Remember a couple minutes back when I said this game was like Monster Hunter, and then I said it was really more like Hellblade? Well, no, it's actually more like Dark Souls. You have health, stamina, healing potions to keep track of, and enemies do as much damage to you as you do to them, so you gotta be smart. Swinging your sword is gonna use up stamina, but if you block, roll, or try to run, it won't? When you hit an enemy, this Clifoth husk-looking thing will flinch and stagger back. But if you get hit by an enemy, you might flinch, but it doesn't make a sound. This makes combat really hard, as I constantly have to look up at the health bar to make sure my shit's not getting beat in by Gumby's microwaved cousin here. Oh yeah, you can press E and it does a super move that basically one-shots everything in the game. But you need full stamina to do it. Come to think of it, this menu system looks a lot like Dark Souls. I mean, if some 15-year-old made it in dreams in like an afternoon. Here, you can change your clothes, your weapons, and your hairstyle. Pressing C opens up a character customizer that lets you change your body entirely, skin color included. This feels like Honey Select too. Oh, except none of the sliders work. Not even the body positivity one. And like an idiot, I assume you can just exit out of these menus by pressing escape. Nope, turns out I need to press the exact same button as I did before. That's I or C per menu. And it's not really a menu because the game doesn't pause when this happens, and all the menus can be opened up at once. Pressing tab lets you view the control. Oh, okay, so that's what that means. Alright. It all makes sense, and also I can play this game with a gamepad? Yeah, sure, can do. Spec fighters are meant for gamepads. Real Yakuza play with gamepad. Let's plug it in, and that was a huge mistake. As a religiously car-sick, bus-sick, boat-sick, and air-sick person, this is gonna make me want to vomit real quick. Attacking sucks, and it's mapped to the trigger key for some reason, and it's not like you can remap it, which is forgivable, but what isn't forgivable is not being able to control where your character moves. See, look at this. This is me playing with a gamepad, evenly rotating my left stick. The character's direction snaps to 8 options, only 8 options, which means movement is limited to increments of 45 degrees based entirely on where the camera is pointed. So if anything, your right stick placement needs to be more precise than your left stick placement. This makes combat and moving a headache, and I don't want to deal with it, and we're moving on. Want to see me defeat an enemy with all my menus open at once? Oh, this feels like I'm playing the council.
Look at all this shit!
I defeat all these enemies in front of me and have no idea where I'm supposed to go, so I just screw off to this mountain and find even more janky collision boxes. This is how Jesus must have felt every day. In addition, some of these rock assets are a little weird. This one looks like it was just at a glitter party, while this one looks like you could buy it from the Unreal store. As I run by the coastline and see all the tiles clipping into each other, I start to wonder why my PC is hot enough to cook an omelet. That's because this environment that you're seeing, it isn't a matte painting. Nope, no skyboxes here, these are all assets. Every single one of them a polygonal mesh with collision boxes I doubt the developers turned off, which means everything here is being rendered in one go. I'm kinda nervous my PC is gonna overheat or spark or burst into flames or something, but let's just keep going. Elisa, I assume that's who we're playing as, the game doesn't tell you, goes towards the castle gates to kill some skeletons. Once an enemy is defeated, it ragdolls for a couple of seconds before disappearing entirely. In those short moments where the enemy is still around, you could screw with the physics by stepping on it and launching yourself upwards. Since there's no fall damage, sure, whatever, do it every time. I enter the castle, village, keep thing, and I come across this bonfire look-alike thing that lets me save and upgrade my stats. Each enemy defeated gives you a certain number of XP, which lets you add on more to your health or more to your stamina if you feel— oh shit, the menu didn't pause. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Die. Alright, you're dead. Did you see that up there? When you use your heavy burn a hole in your GPU attack, it exhausts your entire stamina bar. And now you have to wait until the entire bar is full before you can use it again. Which means investing into stamina is pointless. You are paying XP points to make the game harder. You know, if From Software released this, there'd still be people defending it in the comments. I'm doing health only from now on. I do so from the bonfire to explore the rest of the castle village keep thing, except this text at the bottom won't disappear for some reason. I am not sure how I did that, I swear to God. 90% of this castle looks like assets thrown together with no real cohesion, lots of jagged edges, lots of tile clashing. There are doors that lead nowhere and rooms with absolutely nothing in them. Also, there's this prompt that tells me I can open doors with E, except no, wrong. It's the F key. F key opens doors. Oh, what the fuck. Aren't I supposed to be hunting a dragon? If you're wondering by now why I haven't said anything about the story, it's because the game hasn't either. I'm running on empty right now, but I think I can piece a couple of things together. We're playing as Elisa and she needs to hunt a dragon. In addition, this dragon must be some kind of necromancer guy because he managed to raise all these undead husks. And with them, he's been clearing out everything alive from the province so he could have it to himself. Once everything is cleared out for good, he's going to conduct this last right thing that effectively allows him to cheat death once and for all. But Elisa studied these dragons and the ritual. She knows that if the dragon goes through with this ritual thing, he'll be condemning the land to become a husk just like those creatures he rose, essentially making the dragon nothing more than the ruler of a pile of ashes and bones. And if you like that story, that's because I made it up entirely. All I know is that there's this girl Elisa, we play as her, and a dragon needs to get his. Play the game, shut up, slashy sword, we all know why you bought this. The enemies get a little bit harder at this point, some of them are wearing armor. I can still one-shot them, but I upgrade my health to be safe. Yeah, you thought Metal Gear was hardcore for its 200% health? Well, watch this. That's right, you can adjust the UI so that it goes off the screen. So I leave the castle and start to wipe the floor with a couple of these husk things. I'm really getting used to the combat by now. I'm giving this game all types of shit because it's lame, broken, and garbage, but it still looks good. Especially this area right here, there's a weird serenity to it that I really enjoy, and it makes me want to play this game normally. I won't though. After slashing a few low-tier baddies, I get to a gate that tells me a contraption is needed to open it. Oh, wait, puzzles? Oh hey, cool, we got puzzles in here, that's more than Pembury, I'm down. Easy stuff, let's just head up these stairs and about the— Whatever, there was a bonfire not too long ago. We'll just load up the— whoa, what the hell is this? Is that— oh, is this bloom? Is this a bloom effect? No, this is a light source. Yeah, a light source. The particle effects don't generate light, so the devs put a light source here to compensate, except it's way too bright. It's taking way too long. Who the hell is attacking me? What? Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I head into the church and I assume I'm going the right way. There's bad guys all over the place, so that counts for something, right? Here's a fun fact that not many churchgoers know. If you don't follow Lent, you turn into a werewolf. Also, my heavy attack sends the pews flying. Damn, maybe this was made in the RE engine. I head up here and light another bonfire only to find a hole in the topography and die. Then I managed to do the save text glitch thing again, it's not sure how I did it, so I try to slide down a chimney, don't die but still die. So where exactly am I supposed to go? I'm looking for a contraption, but it all feels so directionless. It's like there's a massive beautiful world that's made for me, but there's nothing to do in it. Well, that's kind of what Boom Games does best. Boom Games is a Russian developer who makes these little known, hastily put together indie gigs and must be getting some kind of money out of them. Also, not all of them suck. Simulator Одинчества в русской деревне is a walking simulator that takes place in a Russian village, and it looks so calm and serene and just what I need to wind down right now. It's not available in English, but I speak enough Russian so it doesn't matter. I'm not great at reading, I kinda only know how to speak it, but I think the game translates roughly to Simulator of a Lonely Russian Village. And it looks quaint, and it looks cozy, and it's fun enough for some Russian Let's Players to try out too. It was even well received by English users online. A game like this just doesn't happen on accident. Sure, it looks like a bunch of assets plopped together, but at the same time it was made with some degree of love and care. Elisa Dragon Hunter feels like how most games I play feel. A nice idea that's unfortunately farmed out because the next project you have in your head is a lot more fun and shiny and interesting despite your current project being also fun, also shiny, and also interesting. I did some research online just to figure out who Boom Games really is and got nothing. I mean, there was this micro-budget studio in Istanbul, but they only make mobile games, so that ain't it. With the little Russian I know how to write, I searched around and got nothing either. Boom Games is one with the shadows. In hindsight, I probably should have searched around VK or Yandex, but I'm not doing that now. I have a dragon I need to hunt. I found a switch on the wall and the game is asking me to do something? I don't know, I can't read, so I press F to pay respects and this switch opens the gate that blocked me earlier. Okay, sure, not really a puzzle, but it's better than nothing. This area of the map looks really interesting in the sense that nothing has changed and it looks exactly the same as the previous area. A quick slaying of the enemies around me gives me enough XP to cap off my already insane health before taking down this final dragon. This shit is the yin to my yang, the Alduin to my Dovahkiin, the Ganon to my Zelda. Wait, no, come back. Shit. Fucking pause menu. Alright, your ass is mine, lizard. Done? Did I win? Is the game bugging? That can't be it. So we're going out on a note that most Russian literature does in the sense that there's no closure, there's no resolution, just a then and a now, a once was and the now is. This confused the ever-loving hell out of me at first. I thought I might have broken the game, but I'm just not sure how. The game even started with a cutscene, I'd figure they want to end with one too. Well, guess there's only one thing to do. That's right, played it again, this time speedrunning the whole thing in hopes of figuring out what the ending is. Alright, here we go, book it girl. We are kicking this dragon's teeth in all over again. This asshole's gonna know how Vivek feels. During this speedrun, I try out a few more techniques to suss out a couple of bugs. First, I managed to break this door that lets me into the marshy area besides the kingdom. I am pressing F and nothing is happening. Not sure how I did it, but whatever. I find another way around by heading up this tower, getting stuck on the geometry, and finding a whole new area I didn't bother to explore, including this glitched out text again. With that out of the way, I tried to skip the gate entirely, first by hopping around thinking that my attack will alter my position forward and hopefully put me on some geometry, except that doesn't work. So I take a play out of a certain game about a certain crab who overdoses on some certain ketamine. In Mr. Krabs Overdoses on Ketamine, you can abuse the collisions to propel yourself in any direction with enough luck and skill. That game is also an Unreal 4 game, which means it probably uses Physics 3, which is what Dragon Hunter uses, so let's try this shit. By heavy attacking this enemy into the wall, you can give him the old Quentin Tarantino salute by stepping on him and letting that collision propel you up and over the wall. Yes! So it's time to face off this last dragon for real this time. No holding back. I'm finishing this. This has everything to do with me. That it? No ending, no cutscene, no credit roll? The dog ending from Silent Hill 2 had more to it than this. And you might be thinking that I simply bugged out the game and need to try again. Well, I wasn't joking when I said this dragon was my Vivek. I defeated him 5 more times, waiting for something to happen, and nothing did. That's it. That's the game. Elisa, Elisa, whatever. Dragon Hunter is over. Done. Beaten in a total of 5 minutes, 34 seconds. And you're probably thinking, good riddance. Now go play a game that actually gets picked up by the algorithm, Seabass. But no, listen. While I was fighting that last dragon, take a guess. Take a wild guess as to what happened. I was really having fun. This catastrophe is so close to being a broken mess, but there's enough glue to hold the pieces together, and I kinda liked it. There was this one fight against the dragon where I beat it before it could start its flying animation. It started it anyways and then just ragdolled into the ocean breathing fire. I mean, you can't make this up. This is great. It's stupid, but it's fun. And I'm gonna say it, I had more fun playing this one than I did Hellblade. Less than Dragon's Dogma for sure, but way more than Hellblade. More than Hellblade by a mile. Funny how I actually prefer this over this. Both star female warrior protagonists, both require you to hack and slash your way through this husky abomination thing of what once was, and both require you to slay a creature at the end with no real resolution. Why do I like this over that? Oh, that's right, because everything Hellblade tries to do, Silent Hill 2 did 50 times better. Kinda like how Detroit Become Human tries to do what Nier Automata did 50 times better. Well, maybe that's not entirely fair to hold Ninja Theory to the same level as He Who Must Not Be Named. At least Ninja Theory isn't crying their way out of courtroom because they can't commit perjury. Alright, let's put a bow on it. Elisa Dragon Hunter is a solid -8 out of 10. It's not good, it's not art, and a quick look through the developer's window suggests it's not trying to be anything at all except a paycheck, but it manages to be oddly playable and broken and messy and really enjoyable. That kind of takes some luck, or maybe it's skill? I'm not sure which, but damn, I actually think I might play more of this. And when I'm done, I'm gonna check out Lonely Russian Village. It came out a while back, so it's probably only 2 GB. Is my Wi-Fi working again? Can someone explain why it's so slow? Huh? Oh. Hey. Thanks, Natalia.